It's all about the American Heart Association today. Meet the president of the local board of directors, Ray Spitz. Coming up next on this morning's Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the leasing office of the Market Common Myrtle Beach on the corner of Faro Parkway and Phyllis Boulevard. We're focused on the 14th annual American Heart Ball to be held this Saturday at 6:30 at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center Hotel. And we're visiting with the president of the Waccamaw Division's Board of Directors, Ray Spitz. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for coming in early on a Wednesday morning. Hump day, we're getting pretty dang close, Ray.
It was my pleasure to be here.
How you feeling? Are you getting a little nervous about this Saturday night's event, being the president of the board?
Yeah, this is my last official event now.
Is that right?
I will be completing this June, my 2-year presidentship.
Yeah.
So this is the last one, but it's going to be a special one. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you've got to be. I know with all these heart balls year after year and having gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and now to say, okay, we got so big, we're going to shrink it a little bit and make it a little more of an intimate affair.
That's right.
It's a big deal.
Oh, yes, it is. It was a strategic decision that was a little tough to do because, of course, we're working for a very important charity, and every dollar we raise is important.
Yeah.
But we also are a very good event, and we felt maybe we'd gotten a little big.
Oh, yeah.
So by design, we've set it smaller this year.
Right,
and,
right.
We hope it is special for everyone that goes.
Oh, yeah, not to take anything away from all of our efforts year after year to get it as big as possible, to have as many people there to bid on auction items, to raise the ticket sales up as high as possible, because that was clearly a formidable goal and one that we achieved year after year, and thanks to a lot of both staff and volunteer support. But it is tough when you get up to 1,000 people in a room for everyone to see all the auction items, or everyone to see the band, or get out on the dance floor, and
or even to hear the things that need to be told that evening. So we're shooting for 650. We're getting close. In fact, we may be there.
Oh yeah, Charlie Myrick on Monday morning said almost sold out. More than 600 tickets have been sold. So.
Right. So I'll give you a phone number,
2932. That's right. Is that the best number to call?
That's the best number to call, and
okay.
There may be a few tickets left. So if somebody's interested in going to a great event and helping a very important charity,
right,
that would be the number to get a hold of, and I guarantee they'll have a good time.
What's the significance of the American Heart Association, Ray? I mean, what are their efforts there? What are they really doing? And
well, our mission is to fight disability and deaths caused by both heart disease and stroke. Mm-hmm. And I know you're aware of this, but I'll repeat again. That's the #1 and the #3 killer nationally, and you look at cardiovascular disease together, and that's the single largest killer we have of people in the world, but particularly in the United States.
Right.
And most of the progress that's made, and there's a lot of it, and maybe we get in that a little bit later
right,
too.
Yeah, definitely.
But that progress is made because of particularly research efforts.
Right.
Try to find better pharmaceuticals, better devices, better research and things of what can help people live a healthy life.
Right.
If they're unfortunate enough to get heart disease, to be able to attack that disease and to live better, fuller, longer lives. And that happens because of the money that we raise in the American Heart Association.
Very definitely. You know, Charlie was with us Monday morning and drove home the fact that a lot of those research dollars are spent at MUSC, at Clemson, and throughout the state, and continue to make a difference really every day, as they are, of course, a lot of those dollars are spent in research institutions in the Triangle,
sure,
or all over the U.S., wherever those researchers are committed to making that difference to find a cure,
yes,
and ultimately finding a cure to heart disease and stroke.
Well, grants just this past year totaled over $3 million to the organizations here in South Carolina that you talked about,
right,
to research
right,
what's going on with the diseases and what can be done to eradicate it.
Absolutely.
And we're making progress. Another number that your viewers might be interested in. The Heart Association set up a 10-year goal to be achieved by the year 2010 to reduce deaths from heart disease and stroke by 25%.
Yes.
And we just reached that now, so we're basically 2 years ahead of schedule in really making progress against heart disease and stroke. So it's a wonderful achievement, and it's thanks to, of course, a lot of the good research that's done, and that's thanks to a lot of the dollars that we raise through all of our local organizations, like this one right here in Horry and Georgetown County.
Oh yeah, not only research there, but as you say, getting the word out, having information events. You know, this Saturday night, I know there'll be some folks there actually giving a testimony.
Absolutely.
Some locals who've been impacted of all ages, and of course, you know, in the past we've had young ladies, Ashlyn Clark, who was with us a couple years ago, or even last year, and being able to speak about the impact for a teenager and how heart disease has impacted them, or Ann Lehman as a blue baby virtually out of the womb and being impacted by heart disease.
Yeah, a lot of people still have the misunderstanding that heart disease is an old man's disease, but I'll tell you, it doesn't care what your sex is, it doesn't care what your age is, what your race is. It's an equal opportunity killer, and we need to fight it for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. One other thing that Charlie pointed out on Monday is that more women are now impacted by heart disease and stroke than even men. It's a 51-49 now.
Yes.
As you say, when you're saying it doesn't discriminate when it goes after anybody, but it goes after women even more than men. The old man's disease is now really coming after women.
Yes.
They need to step out. The Go Red for Women campaign is helping to eradicate that as well. For folks who've never been to a heart ball, who may be able to be lucky to get one of these final seats when they pick up the phone and call the 282-2932 number. Ray, what are they going to experience this Saturday night? Just give us a sense of what the evening will be like, maybe from beginning to end.
Okay, well, it's the evening will begin at 6:30 this Saturday. So that's when it will begin. It is a black tie event.
Right.
It will begin with, I'll call it a cocktail hour, a social hour, where people will be able to mingle. We'll certainly have an open bar capability. Plus, people will have an opportunity to look at and to bid on some wonderful auction items that we have. And these are golf is very important, but these are not just your 2 tickets to go out and play golf somewhere. I mean, these are some very fine top shelf things. It goes from you're interested in a skidoo, we'll have a skidoo there.
Yeah.
We're going to have a baby grand piano there.
You're kidding, Ray? Wow.
Which is exciting. We'll have a full trip to New York City, including airfare to get there and a place to stay while you're there. We have a trip to Chicago. We have a lot of great things that we will have at that silent auction for people to look forward to. Then after people get a chance to go out and spend some of their money to get some fabulous items that they might be interested in, we'll have a full sit-down dinner. Typically, and this year as well, it'll be like a steak and seafood.
Tremendous menu. Charlie highlighted that filet mignon and then the grilled salmon.
Right. So whether you're a landlubber or a seafarer, you're going to find something you like to eat.
Yes.
And this year we have a theme to our event. We're calling it an evening in the heart of Tuscany.
Oh, Tuscany! Very nice.
So we'll have wines that complement that theme, and to a certain extent, our dinner will complement that a little bit. One of our auction items, by the way, will be a special piece of art that has been created to go along with the theme.
An evening in the heart of Tuscany.
Yes. So the dinner will be there. After dinner, there will be a group to play for your dancing enjoyment. That'll be a group called Jumpstart.
Great.
People who've been at our event for the last year or two are familiar with them. They are a great group. People have a lot of fun. You continue to bid on some of your items during that time. By the way, during dinner, we have an auction that takes place. We'll have a few items that we'll do right at the dinner.
Live auction items.
That
Great.
people can get to. So that's pretty much the evening. It's a blast, and what people should remember, it's a celebration, but what we're celebrating is the fact that we're able to contribute and support a wonderful charity that does great work, and that's the American Heart Association. So we're doing it this year, as you've already said. This will be a sponsor-only kind of event. If people want to go, they're gonna have to become a sponsor.
Right.
Sponsors began at $1,000 for which gives people an ability to have 2 people to go to the event, all the way up to our presenting sponsor, the Myrtle Beach Herald.
We know those folks.
We know those folks well. So everyone will have a great time. It is a wonderful evening. I have gone for years now, and I have a great time.
Every year.
Think everybody who goes has a great time.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Jumpstart, and just some takeaway things from all the many things you just said there. Jumpstart, you know, a band as good as that, folks could get out and literally spend that $1,000 for a sponsorship just to get out and hear this band play. We had them year after year, and then even had chairman of the board one year. And said nothing taking nothing away from chairman of the board, but said we want Jumpstart back. I mean, they're literally that good. And of course, you highlight also some of the tremendous auction items that are available both while you're going through that cocktail hour, but also those live auction items. Tom Mullally will be with us this Friday from A Difference in Dining, highlighting, of course, his amazing Feast for 8 that bids up well into the almost $3,000 level. I think folks can commit now or commit at the event to get it for $3,500 or so if they just really want to commit and get it. There are also some of those great, Jonathan Formo, who was with us yesterday, who highlighted that today is the last day that folks can go to Redline Power Sports even before the event and bid on the Sea-Doo and trailer there. They can get out there today, and they can also head up to Fowler Motors. The proceeds are donated to the Heart Association from the sale of an Escalade, a 2008 Escalade, which was a tremendous gift by the Richardson family and Fowler Motors, and I think they're also a big sponsor for the desserts that night. So a lot of folks are really stepping out to make this year's event. A lot of new sponsors. When you highlighted the Myrtle Beach Herald sponsorships, there's also the Market Common Myrtle Beach, who's coming in with $15,000 to fight heart disease and stroke. A tremendous commitment.
In fact, this year we're pleased. Over 40% of our sponsors are brand new to us this year. So we've done a good job of getting out to some of the new people or some different people in the communities to try to make this year a great year.
Oh yeah, Hard Rock Park.
Hard Rock will be part of it.
Coming in totally new. Again, that's 2 sponsors combined with more than $20,000 that have either never been with us or hopefully will be back in year after year. And I think a lot of other great things. Charlie mentioned on Monday an opera singer who'll be there that night performing early on in line with the Evening in the Heart of Tuscany theme.
Doesn't it fit with the
Doesn't it fit?
some
That's
Italian
exactly
opera.
right. Yeah, yeah.